Hello, viewers all over the world. I remain your humble mathematician, Godwin Honor, otherwise known as GONS, Godwin Honor Mathematics Solution. Okay, let's consider the next episode, and that is episode what? 41. Episode 41. What does it say? It says calculate the compound interest if 120,000 is borrowed for 3 years at a 16% per annum. Episode 41 says calculate the compound interest if 120,000 naira is borrowed for 3 years at 16% per annum. So these are the exercises. So the first one is calculate the compound interest on what? 2,000 naira for 2 years at 10% per annum. The answer to this very question is our 420 naira, and that is the answer to first question. The question 2 is calculate the compound interest on what? 25,000 naira for 3 years at 12% per annum. The answer to this one is what? 10,123.2 kobo. That is the answer to question 2. So let's go as usual. As usual. Okay, without a waste of time, we start by saying analysis and solution. Okay, analysis and solution. So this question is from commercial mathematics. And here we are asked to calculate the compound interest. And as a matter of fact, this question is from it's an objective question. It's an objective question. It's a past question, but it's objective. So since it's objective, we are to what? Use the formula method. We have to use formula method in what? In resolving a compound interest, because we have two methods of resolving a compound interest. Okay, when it's objective question, then you use formula method in which you compound it. But if it's a theory question, then you need to what? Resolve it at least first year, second year, third year, as is indicated here, whereby you first of all calculate the simple interest for the first year, you add it to principal to give you the amount of that first year, yes, which will become the what? The principal for the second year. But we are not going to do it in that way because it's objective question. So you now say apply what? Formula method in resolving a compound interest. So you now say, okay, apply what? Apply okay, applying formula method. What do we mean by that? So compound interest, which is indicated by this or denoted by, yes, this is what? Compound interest equals to what? Amount minus what? Principal. Amount minus principal. So your compound interest equals to amount minus principal. But the question is this: what is our what? Amount? What is formula for amount? Okay, so you come down to amount. So formula for amount is P open bracket 1 plus 800. Okay, this is the formula for what? Calculating amount, which is a principal, open bracket and close, 1 plus r all over what? 100 raised to the power of what? N. So you have to, calculate the amount. Then at the end, for you to get your compound interest, which is what? C I, compound interest. Then you have to subtract what principal from the what amount. So that is it. Okay, that is it. So from here now, let's see our amount now equals what is our principal here? Let's see, because they calculate the compound interest if this is okay. So let's first of all put it in this way. Our principal, let's use P to be our principal, which is 120. 120,000. Okay, 120,000. Then the year, which is N. N is 3 years. 3 years. N is 3 years. Okay, then the rate, which is R. The rate, which is R, is 16%. Okay, so you have to take note of all this. P stands for principal. Okay, then N stands for what? That is a years, 3 years. And R stands for what? Rate, which is 16%. Okay, take note. So let's go here. Okay. So which implies, so amount, let us use A to represent amount now. This is 120,000, open bracket. This is 1 plus the rate is 16%. 16 over 100. Then the year, which is N, is what? 3. Okay, so let's settle here. Okay, so what do we do? We say which implies this is amount equals 120. Come on, 120,000, open bracket. This is 1 plus, okay, divide the system by 100, you will not have a what? 0 point. You have 6, that is 16 raised to the power of 3. So you have a 0 point, yes, 16. Okay, because this stands for this stands for this, and this is 1. Okay, now which implies amount equals to what? 120,000, open bracket. You add them together, it will give you 1 plus 0 0.16 will give you 1.16 raised to the power of 3. Okay, so what have I just done now? I said that this 1 plus 0.16 will give you what? 1 point. So 1 plus 0 will give you what? 1.16 raised to the power of 3. Okay, now which implies amount equals to 120,000, open bracket. So let's say 1.16 raised to the power of 3. How do we supposed to get them? Let's see. Yes, let's see. We have the 1.16 raised to the power of 3. Okay, raised to the power of 3. Out of 3. So what we have here is what? Have 560 what? Let's say 0.9. Okay, multiply it together, which implies amount equals to use 120 times this. 120,000 times 1.5609. Okay, just multiply 120,000. Okay, so we now have okay, 7.52. Okay, so this one becomes the amount now. Amount is what? So our amount is 187,307 naira, then 52 kobo. Then the compound interest now, which is what? C, compound interest, which we said that amount minus what? Principal. That is amount minus principal. Amount. Let me just use, without waste of time, compound interest, which is amount, which is A minus principal. So our compound interest, let's come to this side. Let's see, compound interest, which is our amount is this. So we can put it 87, 310, that's 307.152 minus what is it? 120,000. Okay, this place is 2. So let's move to the other side. Let's come to this side. So that is so compound interest now, which is what? 307.2 minus what? 120 minus 120,000. Okay, so our compound interest. So let's subtract and see what we have. Compound interest now. So subtract. Okay, we have to subtract this from here. Minus 120,000. Okay. So what we have here is the compound interest will be 67,300.52. Okay. So this is the answer to this very question. So what we did here is this. From this place, amount, this is the amount. Then the compound interest is amount minus principal. So the amount is what? 187,307.52 kobo. That is the amount minus what? Principal. The principal is this 120,000. So when we subtract it from the the amount, then we have our compound interest, which is 67,307.52. So please, this is the answer to this question, and it's not more than this. Viewers all over the world, this is it. This is how to resolve it. Thank you.